that it's crazy that just a few months ago we went into quarantine. My mom was home all day and we got to spend so much time together. One of the biggest changes is that my mom won't stop cleaning. She's always washing her hands, doing laundry, and now even every single time I come home from a walk, she washes all of my paws. When my mom does laundry, I help her by taking the socks out of the dryer. She seems to like it when her clothes smell like lavender. I prefer when they are super stinky, so sometimes I steal socks and undies and run away with them. When quarantine started, my mom wanted to wash all my toys. That was a hard day for me. I really love my toys and I especially love how they smell. She sprayed them with alcohol and then put them out on my porch and wouldn't let me touch them. I sat by the door looking at my toys all day. She thought that it was sweet that I loved my toys so much, so she posted a video of it on Facebook. Some people felt bad for me, but others were super mean and they said that I was spoiled for having so many toys. I didn't really care, but it hurt my mom's feeling and she took the post down. But the biggest change is that I stopped going to school. I usually go 2 to 3 times a week. I love my teacher, Shanti, so much. Most people just think I'm really loud and bark too much, but Shanti is different. She gets me. She listens. She understands me and doesn't try to get me to be quiet. She calls me her assistant manager because I can be a little bossy sometimes. Last year for my birthday, Shanti even gave me a stuffed toy cake. The other dogs were jealous and tried to get it away from me, but I wouldn't let it go. Since I don't go to school with Shanti anymore, now I do homeschool with my mom. I'm working on getting my performer level trick certificate.
Go find your yellow bone.
In order to pass, I have to have a lot of different skills. I have to be able to use props like a baby carriage. I need to learn to pay for things.
There's only one hand sanitizer left. Yeah, you're so lucky.
Here's your bag. Make sure to stay safe.
I'm learning to take my brother on walks.
Pinto, walk the dog. Pinto, get the mail. Doggy in a blanket.
I even have a treadmill in case it's too rainy to walk outside.
Uh-oh.
One of my favorite things to say is I love you.
Can you pick the Jack of Spades? Ready? I love you too. I love you. I love you. Can you pick the Jack of Spades? I know. Jack of Spades. Pick a card. Jack of Spades. Yes, honey! Jack of Spades.
I also love to play the piano and sing. Everybody tells me that I have a very good voice. Most days I sit by the door waiting for people to go by and then I bark at them. I love seeing squirrels and birds, but my favorite thing is when the UPS truck comes by.
It's poo-poo bags.
My mom used to get mad when I barked at them until she realized that I'm just really excited. A lot of times there are boxes with surprises for me and my dog brother, Bolly. Last year around this time, Bolly and I went to the Soggy Doggy pool party event. Bolly and I aren't great swimmers, so we wore our life jackets. They had vanilla ice cream there, and my nephew Clay gave me some from his cone. Luckily, my mom didn't see. She thinks that it's not good for me. Unfortunately, that pool party won't be happening this year. Last month, I got stung by a bee when I was running through clover, and I had to go to the emergency room. I couldn't walk, and they put me on some pain medication. I spent 2 days lying on the floor. Bolly and my mom were really worried about me. I didn't have any energy. On the 3rd day, she was trying to think of something that would perk me up. She pulled out her secret stash of chocolate chip cookies, and I jumped up to eat them. I have a sweet tooth, and sugary things make me happy. But before you get mad at her, she didn't give me the chocolate chips, only the sugary part. Bolly and I used to go to the dog park almost every day, but we stopped going once quarantine started. Sometimes my mom will call a meeting when we wake up. She likes to say,
Hey boys, can I tell you something?
and then tells us our plans for the day. Sometimes we drive to a big open field early in the morning when no one else is around. and get to play. Usually I have to sit in the back of the car, but on special occasions, I get to sit on her lap and drive.
Pinto, can you see where you're going? Pinto? You can't sleep and drive, honey.
My Havanese cousin Yogi came from New York when the coronavirus started, and he'll be here until it's safe to go back to New York. He's really cool and big, but sometimes I feel left out when him and Bolly play together. I liked it when I had Bolly all to myself. But in the morning, Bolly pays a lot of attention to me. He licks my face and gets the eye boogers out of my eyes. That's always my favorite time of day. I have a lot of eye boogers lately because I haven't been able to go to the groomer. One of my favorite days in quarantine was when my family came over.
Pinto, guess what today is?
It's Blue Tail Day!
I'm not sure I loved getting my tail dyed blue, but I certainly liked all the attention from my family. That night, when I went on a walk, a lot of people smiled at me. I felt kind of proud. At night, my mom likes to tell me stories. Usually she tells me about everybody who loves me.
You know who loves Pinto? Bolly and Yogi love Pinto. Dolce and Bart love Pinto. Lance, Roxy, and Ellen love Pinto. Clay and Edmund love Pinto. Shanti loves Pinto. Anne loves Pinto.
After story time, I cuddle with my stuffed cow and fall asleep. Sometimes I dream about my friends who I can't wait to see when quarantine is over.